Mr. Chapman,
Hello.
we've been getting some hate.
Oh, I have
Deary
been
me.
so excited for this part of the
Deary
podcast.
me. And, I've decided to wear the name of
By the way, we have been asking for it.
We have.
At the end of every
So,
episode, we say,
it's
give us
true.
hate if you want
we
to.
manifested this.
We did.
Okay. And to reply, I've worn the shirt of your most sworn enemies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the San Antonio Spurs.
Listen, fuck you, right?
Oh.
if you
specifically.
if you insulted us, right? Okay. Should I name drop or should I just say the comments? I'll just say the comments. Right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna name drop.
Okay.
All right.
Let's have a talk about these.
Oh Jesus, the English and the grammar is so bad. Okay.
But by the way, most of these are in probably sixth form or below. Let's make that clear.
Okay. No, this guy looks like an adult actually.
Oh, okay,
When
great.
wannabe football pundits call anything shit, it just discredits anything they say.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal have been the best defensive team in Europe for 2 seasons. And are maybe the best at controlling space.
Controlling what?
Controlling space. Mate, he's got the force. Arteta.
Yes, he's controlling
Jedi
space.
Master.
No, I mean, you know what? I don't think we give Arteta enough credit for how well he controls space.
Oh, fuck me, man.
He manifests space and time.
Mate,
he controls it.
There's so much that we can dissect from this. Okay, let's start with the first point. Calling something shit discredits anything they say. No, shit means bad.
And also,
you're allowed to say things like that.
Yeah, you're allowed to say things are bad. And guys, it was for exaggeration. It was exaggeration for comedic effect. Okay, yeah, you might not have found it funny, but I don't know if you saw this guy laughed. And that's my best friend, and all I want to do in this life is make my friends laugh. So if you're hating, that's on you.
Stuff you.
No, I can't lie. Just use your brain. Obviously, I don't think Arsenal is shit. You're second, and you're in the Champions League. But context going forward without Saka, you're shit.
Yes. You need Saka.
Look at the pass maps. Look at the goals and assists. Look, it's all in facts for you. Without Saka, going forward, Arsenal are a worse team.
Yes,
100%.
That's true.
You saw it in the Carabao Cup final. You didn't have him there,
yes.
and you had no way of scoring goals. It's just the way it is.
Listen, Saka is what brings Arsenal from being a good team to a borderline world-class team, because you haven't proved it yet.
Yeah. 100%.
You haven't proved it yet. Consistently getting into Europe, yes. Second 3 seasons in a row, yes, but please do not use that as a flex.
Yeah,
that's not a good flex.
What a trophy.
No trophies.
Yeah.
No trophies. All right, let's move on. Okay, we're not even going to talk about the controlling space, because that is one of the worst things.
That's just the craziest
I've
fucking thing I've ever heard.
Okay, we're bad, mate. Just finished second in the best league in the world 3 seasons running. There you go. Good flex.
Nice.
Good trophy.
Bora trophy.
Haven't lost to the big 6 in the Premier League in 3 years.
Bora trophy.
But as I imagine, you reply with something about a Champions League. No, actually, I'm going to reply without even talking about the Champions League. You have come second 3 seasons in a row. Fantastic.
Well done.
You have won no other silverware.
Mm-hmm.
You've won 1 FA Cup in the 2020 season, which was the COVID year. Okay. And it wasn't with Arteta's team, it was with Emery's team.
Okay. That Aubameyang side.
Okay, yeah. And you've neglected the domestic cups now for years. We fucking knocked you out this year.
Mm-hmm.
The worst United side in decades knocked you out of the cup, okay?
Still have more trophy credentials than Arsenal. If you don't care, let's say that you're too good for the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup now. Well, United have won a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup more recently than Arsenal have. So that's more recent silverware. That's managers like fucking Ten Hag who have won a fucking trophy more recently than Arteta has. For 2 trophies. And beating
trophies.
City and Liverpool, Newcastle and City,
yeah.
which is insane, by the way.
Hilarious.
Could never be Arsenal. Could never be Arsenal unless they win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Don't come back to this.
Yeah, I mean, if you win the Champions League, we'll put our hands up, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But you haven't done anything yet, so we're going to sit here and
We're
laugh.
just going to keep laughing while we can.
Okay.
Next one.
We've got someone coming at you, Mr. Chapman.
Oh, great.
Because Newcastle beat Arsenal in an energy drink cup, 4-0 on aggregate, by the way.
Not even scoring a goal.
By the way, that they didn't even care about, they think they're bad.
You played your best team in both games.
You did. Saka was still fit at this time, shall we just say.
And you got beaten by the better team
Isak
much
showed
to
you.
say.
Isak literally dunked on you how many
Dunked
times?
on your best centre back you've probably had in 10 years.
Yep.
You didn't even score at home. That's why I said that you wouldn't score. That's why I said you wouldn't be out Real Madrid. I understand that Champions League is a much bigger occasion. Don't get me wrong. But you were playing your best side against us. Saka came back into the team and you beat Real Madrid. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that Saka comes back in, you start getting results.
It made a difference. If you guys didn't see the results video, I literally said it's not even just his play. I think he's a leader. He told Declan Rice to shoot on that first free kick. He gave him the confidence and he advised him, you can do it.
Yeah, 100%.
And he fucking did it. But yeah.
It's not that deep.
It's really not.
It's really not.
It's really not. Look at City without Rodri or Liverpool when Salah's off form. Any team's best player is gone, they play worse. Just Arsenal have managed to stay in the Champions League and stay second. City without Rodri. Before Rodri was actually a mainstay in that team, they were winning leagues. They were winning domestic cups. They won the domestic treble. Liverpool, when Salah's off form, I don't know if you remember a man by the name of Sadio
Mane by any chance?
Or even Roberto Firmino.
Yeah.
You had other people. It didn't need to be Saka. Oh, Saka's out. How do you expect us to win? Bro, if Salah didn't show up, Mane, watch Liverpool's 2019 Champions League run. Who's scoring away against Bayern Munich twice?
I tell you,
Sadio Mane.
That guy, when Mane in that Liverpool team, I don't think we've seen a player like that in a while.
No.
That guy was different fucking
Vintage.
gravy.
Bro, he was like that, man.
Yeah,
He was
100%.
like that. And people forget. You can mention the bro, these are teams that won multiple titles over the years. You guys have still got one FA Cup from 2020. Aubameyang was your captain, man.
And bro, like, they think they're the same pedigree as these teams. They think they're the same pedigree as City, same pedigree as
You don't
Liverpool.
help yourself.
You're not them. You are not them, bro. Like, it's fine to not be them. Like, you are a Chelsea. You are a Tottenham. You're of that bracket that's not elite, not an elite team yet, but players like Saka, like we said earlier, bring you up to that elite level. And it's about then playing with those top players to try and, bring home a fucking trophy. Arsenal fans, do you want to just be second next year and have no trophy? Or do you want to win? So, like, just make your mind up, because you shouldn't be bragging about becoming second if you're not winning.
Yeah.
Like, the whole point of football is to win a trophy, to win trophies, to win games, right? You're winning games, but you're not winning trophies. It's the most important thing in football to win trophies.
It is the most important
and
thing.
you're not doing it.
Genuinely is. Moving on to the next comment.
Okay.
We got, I think we've got a couple more noteworthy ones. We're shit. Okay. So he
admits it.
Said we're shit, but he said we're shit.
We're shit.
So good apostrophe. But still second and nearly into Champions League semis. For the first time since... Nice, hook falling. If you do make the Champions League semis, that's the first time since 2006 and the third time in your history. So good for you. With a bench weaker than Jack's fitness. Firstly, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Don't body shame, okay?
He is a bit of a weirdo.
He is
with
weird.
The OnlyFans stuff. But
yeah.
Besides that,
he is weird.
Body positivity.
Yes. How dare you? I'll get Joey Swole on you.
And also,
right?
to be fair, like, your profile picture is Saka. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's probably
Nah,
Saka.
this guy actually, it's a watch with a Porsche steering wheel.
Oh, okay. So he's a prick.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Midfielder is a striker.
Arteta genius.
Arteta chose to play Marino there.
Over Havertz.
Havertz injured. You could easily play Trossard there or a false nine. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Just saying.
Yeah.
New senior.
Or Nwaneri.
Oh yeah, Nwaneri. New senior 18-year-old in defence. Make up your mind. Is he England's future and a star boy and the best left back that in the league, or is he a new senior 18-year-old?
Which one?
Lewis Smelly.
Why is he getting in? Why are we seeing shouts for him to start for England if he's just a new 18-year-old?
Which one? You cannot change your
You can't have it both ways.
So if you genuinely think this, then fine, hold that same energy, man.
Yes, please.
Hold that same energy, because it pisses me off.
You look rattled. I can't lie. Are these comments rattling you? You look rattled.
The thing is, I was laughing at them earlier, but now I'm deeping it.
It's just jarring.
Earlier, we were just like, these are quite funny, but like...
Now we have to read them.
Yeah, we actually have to read them. I was literally like reading... I was like, oh, Jack's fitness. Screenshot.
Yeah.
Haven't had a proper starting 11 all season. I hate to break it to you, but every team does not have their strongest starting 11 all season.
Every game.
If you look at iconic teams. For example, that Liverpool team, when you think about Klopp, that iconic Liverpool team with Fabinho, Salah, Mane, that team only
Jesus.
played together once.
Mhm.
Okay? When you think United treble winning team only played together once or twice. You are never going to have your starting 11. People are going to rotate. People are going to be tired. People are going to be injured. Look at Newcastle United today. Your left back didn't start. You had to start Trippier.
Gordon,
Right,
not on the left
Gordon.
wing.
Exactly.
Still winning
Botman
4-1.
didn't play.
Botman didn't play. No.
No team starts the strongest. I hate this argument where they go, "Oh, we didn't have our strongest starting 11." You're almost never going to have it. That's why it's called a football squad, not a football 11.
And this is what Arsenal fans are making fun of Ange for, complaining about injuries. That's just complaining about not having your first team.
Yeah, literally Saka, and also no striker. Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that? You could have signed Isak before we did.
Havertz.
You're probably going to sign Gyökeres this year, which, by the way, probably not going to work out for you. I'm just going to let you know now. He's not going to be the number 9 you're hoping for. He could be a great left forward, but he's not going to be the number 9 that Arsenal need, in my opinion.
Yes.
Suppose we can talk about that maybe next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Arteta's fault and the board's fault for not signing a fucking decent striker.
You're crying about it.
Maybe I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Final one.
Hello.
Arsenal's the only club that can consistently challenge for the title, do well in Europe, and still get called one of the worst. Okay, now what is well in Europe now? I really want to...
Doing well in Europe.
Qualifying? If so, yeah, they're doing really well. Are we talking about...
But are you doing really well in Europe? Because you qualified.
I guess we're in a quarterfinal, right?
We've qualified for Europe next year. So are we doing well for Europe?
Now, I don't know what time frame. Is he talking about the last 2 years? As this guy just started watching in 2023? Because in last season's Champions League campaign, it was the first time since 2017 that they reached the knockout stages. So I know you... Here's the thing. You could easily hit back with, we didn't qualify. I don't need to reply to that point. You have done it yourself.
Yeah. Well done. War a trophy.
You've done it yourself. Like, who's doing well in Europe?
Yeah.
Who's doing well in Europe?
No one.
I thought Liverpool fans were bad in the 2018 to 2021 period. But fuck me, you guys have outdone yourselves.
Do you know what it is? It's always Arsenal fans that are being like, oh, shock, more hate on Arsenal. You guys are just haters. And it's like, maybe we just hate you, Arsenal fans. We don't hate Arsenal. I don't hate Arsenal.
I don't hate Arsenal.
I like Saka. I like Declan Rice. I like most of your players.
Yes.
But it's the fans that your responses in these comments, like, it shows why you are openly discussed as the most deluded fan base in football.
100%.
Like, that's why. It's because you don't have your priorities straight, mate. You need to fucking win a trophy in this decade. And with this team, Arteta needs to win a trophy.
Look, go ahead, win the Champions League. We'll sit here. We'll do a formal apology. I'll stand here. I'll wear a suit. I'll read it from a sheet of paper. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. But
I'll suck him off if you win the Champions League.
Okay.
There's a few funny ones. Have you got the TikTok open? There's a few funny ones we can run through.
Yes. Okay.
We haven't. Yeah.
Neither of you know ball. Thanks.
That's nice.
Football brain is right.
One of us is a sports journalist. Lest we forget. Just so you know.
Football brain is right. A head full of nothing but air. All right, mate.
Okay.
It's not how biology works. You lots are haters. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
Some people don't deserve mics. Okay. Mate. Arsenal agenda is crazy. We are literally speaking facts. I've literally backed all of my points up with facts and stats.
And the Arsenal shit thing was exaggeration for comedic effect.
Yes, the scoreline is on the screen to show you that we were so
show
wrong.
It was a joke. The fact that our predictions were wrong. Even if you look at the caption, it says touchline a curse again for the predictions.
Yeah.
Just read it. Any more?
Knobs.
What a knob.
Helmets.
Oh, more knobs.
Yep. War a podcast.
It's not a podcast.
Yes.
How many times do we have to say it's not a podcast?
Guys, we split it into 3 videos for a reason.
Yeah.
Great predictions. You both really know your stuff. Again, right over your fucking head.
Yes.
There's
There's filtered ones as well. I don't know if you looked at those.
No, that's what I have here because I approved them all.
Oh yes.
If you think Arsenals are fucking shit, your ball knowledge is horrible. I don't know what club you're talking about.
Arsenal's.
Who's that? Fuck is that?
Dunno.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Fuck is it, man?
Same goes for most teams. Take out their most key player, they look fraudulent.
No,
that's not how that works.
No,
That's not how football works.
because it's a squad. You know. Yeah.
Squad. You get 18 players usually.
Yeah.
Actually, you get more than that nowadays because of the subs.
Mm-hmm. So no.
Jesus Christ.
Next.
Oh, someone replied actually.
Oh, brilliant!
Someone replied.
Here comes off the dome reply from Joshua and I. Are you ready?
For the man that said, look at City without Rodri and Liverpool without Salah, I said in the prime year, City and Liverpool had several players to rely on, not just one. And he said, yes, and imagine that City side without that De Bruyne, or Liverpool without Salah. Back then, it's the same situation. You can't think Shaqiri. Who's that?
Shaqiri?
Who's Shaqiri?
Part of the LGBT.
I don't know who that is.
Shaqiri.
Could do what Salah did or anyone in City do what Kevin De Bruyne did. No, I don't think that they can. But the whole point is there were games where they went missing.
Yeah.
If you think about City's run to the Champions League, De Bruyne was not the be-all and end-all of that squad.
And also, like, Salah, your point about Salah, when the fuck was the last time Salah did anything in a final or did anything for Liverpool in a massive game like that? Like, finally, he's not a big final player. Mane was the guy doing it in Europe when in that was it 18, 19,
19 when they won the Champions League. 18,
like,
19, yeah.
It's so weird.
I think and also you pivoted from talking about Rodri to Kevin De Bruyne. Which I don't know. Actually, the Rodri point would have been
better.
Yeah,
it had more weight to it.
Listen, man,
De Bruyne has been injured for 2 seasons.
Your point is not holding up at all. A team is good because the team is good, not because you need a player. If you're relying on a player, you will fail.
Mm-hmm,
that is why United are 13th.
Yeah,
we rely on Bruno Fernandes. We're not. Nothing's happening this year. But wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if we won the Europa League and you ended the season with nothing again? I will strip naked on this podcast. And flagellate
you heard
myself.
It here first.
You will see my.
Well, I'll suck him off and he'll strip naked. Mate, so that goes together.
I genuinely don't know what else to say because you guys are one of a kind, different breed. North London, keep your water and your food to yourself because
we don't want
whatever's in there is fucking insane.
I can't lie.
All right.